Welcome on day 3. Today we are at Page Municipal Airport, where we left off last time. Morning is coming up. I think we're going to have beautiful pictures today. So let's see what we're going to do today. Today we are at the Page. Page Municipal Airport. We're going to first part of the flight. We're going to go toward Monument Valley, somewhere around it. I'm not sure if we're going to go around this mountain. I might just go straight in and come back. And then second part is going to be the Grand Canyon. Almost to, we'll not go all the way over there. We're just going to come back, turn down, and go direct to Tucson. Tucson, if we have a little bit of time, I'm supposed to have something pretty cool here to see. For pilots anyway. So we'll see. I will be surprised at the end. In between, I want to go back again on a debrief, this time of the engine failure. Last time we done a debrief, and that one going to be more like a cold debrief, if I may say, and talk more about what I was really supposed to do toward what I actually done. So day is coming up pretty fast. It's time to get airborne. And so the plan is going to taxi 3-3, take off. So 3-3 should be something a bit like that. So we're going to fly over the lake, and we're going to turn right and go maybe follow the river. See, maybe it might be cool, or maybe because the sun is coming up, it might be better to go directly like that and fly down the other way. I don't know. I will see when I get airborne. And the idea is to go there, have some fun, and begin our flight. That's it. Do some radio call, and frequencies are set, transponder is set, aircraft is good to go. I can set flaps approach, flaps takeoff, sorry. There you go. And off we go.
519, wind 220, 13, ducting 19, clear takeoff, runway 24 right. Clear takeoff 24 right, quarter 519. Flag tape molecule here, identify
North is down the departure. Big dam right there. Page Municipal Airport. Just a quick left-hand turn over the dam and head back eastbound. Okay, enter traffic, this is Victor Alpha Whiskey. We are about 30 miles to the west, 9,500 feet inbound for local flight. There you go. We have found it. Okay, enter traffic, Guitar Alpha Whiskey. I'm about 15 nautical miles to the northwest, 9,500 feet. Around Monument Valley, Victor Alpha Whiskey, 9,500 feet of my last turn. I'm going now westbound, direct LePage. looking at the charts here and looking at these notes. They are talking about extensive concentration of tour operation between Grand Canyon National Park and the Las Vegas Class B. All VFR traffic operating between these boundaries are encouraged to monitor, communicate on 2065. ATC clearance required before entering the Las Vegas Class B airspace. So that is a note. So no doubt, there's probably a lot of charter flight going back and forth for tourists. People want to see the Grand Canyon, probably also the Grand Monument Valley from the air. It's something I encourage to do. So if you're flying by a control zone, Class B or Class D or whatever, always monitor. Try to always monitor the frequency. It happened many times through my career where I was listening control zone and I could hear ATC talking about me to another aircraft. And so I was able to step in and say, hey, I am the traffic, and let them know you're aware. Also, another plane is coming. It's very good as a pilot to increase your situation awareness. So, Page Municipal Airport is a dam over there, and that is the beginning of the Grand Canyon. And so many layers of this canyon. You have this plateau there, and it goes down to another plateau, and it goes down again down to the bottom. So I think it is a good time now to do a fuel check. We have a little bit some fun at Monument Valley, and so it's good to know if we still have enough fuel. So we have about 200 gallons of fuel. We consume about 65 gallons per hour. Give us about 3 hours of flight time, and we have about an hour and 15 minutes of flight time. So we have plenty of fuel. We're all good to go. Main traffic. This is Victor Alpha Whiskey. I'm 5,000, correction, I'm at 15,500 feet, about 15 miles to the northwest. I'm southeast bound, direct Tucson. So I would like to take just a moment here to talk about what's my plan for the next flight. So today we're going to Tucson, and next step after that it will be San Jose del Cabo, Mexico. And so my idea was to do a traditional flight, so flying from VOR to VOR. It's a little bit different than what we do now, like everybody flying using GPS. So it's a good idea to just see how that works. How before we used to do that, and actually still some company do that. It's been like, 10 years ago, I think I was flying a Navarro. We didn't have approved GPS on it, so I was flying from VOR to DME and from VOR to NDB and stuff like that. So it was pretty cool, but it was also a little bit a sport because but for the approach, you don't have any waypoint to go to, so you have only one fix, and based from this fix, you do all your approach. So it's a little bit different. It's also interesting. So I'm not sure. I didn't really check yet the approach plate and stuff like that, but I'm sure soon I found a VOR approach through NDB. We can try to do a traditional, like a full procedure approach. Let's get back to day 2. I would like to divide this talk in a few sections. First, we'll talk about what we saw and what could it be. Second, we will talk about the electric outage. The third, we will talk about the payload performance versus POH. Talk about the sim factor, and last, the conclusion. So first, let's go back on the tape. I was doing a radio call and I noticed something was wrong. I finished my radio call and I noticed two things. The airspeed was dropping and the loss of torque. With a close look, I realized my engine was failing, but I could not have any information of what was the problem. Second event, the total loss of electric power, will make me lose the situation awareness, either where I was going and what was the situation on the aircraft, like the airspeed. As mentioned on the video, the battery should provide at least 30 minutes of power. The standby instrument is supposed to provide a minimum 60 minutes on top of that. Regarding my performance on the overall, there is no doubt I blow it up. The only thing right accordingly to the QRH was the fact I disconnected the autopilot. I failed to know my plane and its procedures. I attempted to start an engine who was already running. I did not know the gliding speed of the aircraft. I failed to attempt to restore the electric power. And last, I failed to land the aircraft. For the sim factor, being in my basement is not the same as flying the real thing. And that is why. Number one, like most sim pilot, I jump into the plane and fly away. Every single plane I flew in real life, I knew the procedures and my aircraft in general. Why did I not do the same? It is because I was not expecting the sim will actually fail me an engine. So I flew the plane just based on my knowledge. Number two, in a real plane I do not have to find and grab my hand for obvious reason. In a sim, with the VR, I have to find my controls based on where I think I drop it last. Third, controllers are not hands. To act like it, action has to be set up depending what button you press. For example, one button will activate one way switch and two others will activate anything else and can move on the other way. For example, one button will activate a one-way switch and two other buttons will activate any switch. It can move more than one way. Conclusion. During the failure, I said at some point, I wonder if I don't have a mid-floor. Today I still stand by this diagnostic, as it is the one who has the most of the symptoms. For the electric power lost, some questions still need to be answered, like why total loss of electric power after a few minutes, and why the standby failed as well. However, procedures show the aircraft has a second generator who could provide the power needed, but I did not know about it and I did not know how to perform it. For the human factor, and that it is me, the QRH called for disconnecting the autopilot, but I believe to reduce my workload and increase the landing performance, putting the autopilot on FRC, it is the right action. As the plane will also trim itself, so even though I lost all electric power, the plane will be trimmed and continue without having to do any action except steering the plane. Soon I identified the engine failure. I diverted toward the nearest airport. Even though I was totally lost, I was able to find the airport. The fact it has been years since I flew a single engine. I lost all my reflexes. Instead, glide toward the airport, I dive down to it. I should remaining on a gliding slope toward the airport, then take the time to figure out the path to touchdown. Taking my time will give me more time to figure out the gear problem, more time to get the plane set for landing. I had a long runway and I managed to overshoot it. If you guys are interested for me to make another video with a more complete debrief, with more explanation on a minimum flow and the procedure I was supposed to perform, let me know in the comment below. So let's see what we're going to do here. So we're flying down to Tucson, but this airport, you have big aircraft cemetery somewhere over there. So we're going to go down and we're going to fly over, come back for one more. Okay, Tucson. David's Mountain traffic, Victor Alpha Whiskey. I'm coming up on the west side, downwind. I'm going to fly a little bit over the airport for some sceneries. David's Mountain, Victor Alpha Whiskey. I'm going to cross over the short final runway 31. Yeah! That is what I want to see. Aircraft. That would be awesome if somebody can one day build a plane, find all the aircraft and put it there to be able to make it a little bit more realistic. That is insane. Some airliners there. Halfway in a building. 4,500 for 3,500. I thought it was supposed to have a lot of airliners, like old airliners not flying anymore. There's only military aircraft. There you go, the end of this flight. The first part was pretty amazing. Sunrise, sorry. And the Grand Canyon was pretty good too. And now next flight we're going to go to Mexico, in the Mexico area. Going down more to Latin America, Central America first, and Latin America. And next flight we're going to fly a little bit more old-fashioned way. We're going to use the VOR to fly around and to go to our destination. We're going to pretend we have no GPS and fly all the way to where we're supposed to go and see if we're going to get lost or not. See you guys on day 4. And don't forget to subscribe, like the videos, going to help other people to see my videos. And I'm sure a lot of people are interested to some more plane here. I didn't even see. Look at that. So I help other people who want to are interested in this kind of videos to be able to see it. And yeah, leave a comment. Let me know if you want me to talk about something. If you want to react about something, talk about something. Let's start the conversation. See you on day 4. Okay, Victor Alpha Whiskey switching with Tucson Tower 18. Tucson Tower, Victor Alpha Whiskey, left hand downwind for runway 12. just saw a UFO. backward toward the other guys, but this guy has a tow, so he can just